Okay, so it's May 6th, and yesterday, here's the way this has been for 15 years, but more intensely over the past 6, since March 2020. Charles Perry's a stalker, and he's a human trafficker. He sold me to a guy named Larry, who is a Houston realtor, Larry Hughes, and he's got compounds all over the country that he has called homes for unwed mothers. However, these women continue to get pregnant, repeat over and over and over. I was asked to move to Lubbock and to assist in helping Mr. Perry get elected. I had a political consulting business at the time. I'm working with people I've known most of my adult life. They know me very well. We don't even talk about all the things we've worked on together. My ex-husband doesn't even know. My kids do not know. Okay, this is deep cover type shit. A lot of times we'll provide information to someone who is working on a case, and we don't tell anybody where that information came from. I mean, we've been doing this a long time. We're very good at it. Mr. Perry's not seen this before. None of his people in his crime organization have seen this before. We're making history. So, we hear it all the time. How did this happen? We've never had this happen before. How'd she find out about that? How'd she get that information? How did she know to do that or not do that? Would we try to do something mean to her? Well, you keep asking that same question and you still don't have the answers to that. Clearly, I can't do that by myself. And if you think I could do that by myself, please explain how in the hell you think I could do that by myself. Get information about your crime that no one else has. No one else has it. The other victims don't have this. So I have it. Now, why is it different when you do it to me? Why is it that I have it? And again, no one can answer that question. No, Charles can't answer the question. His people can't answer the question. No one can answer that question. And that's not our problem. We don't care to help you. We really don't. So, Mr. Perry's an accountant. If he's sitting in a back office doing math all day as an accountant, then he's a lot harder for an undercover to get to than if he's running for office. And we played upon his grandiose thinking. This guy he thinks he's God. He thinks everybody owes him something, a cover-up, a lie. Everybody owes him something. And they're all like that. All his people are like that. They're entitled to a lie. They're entitled to their crime, and you owe me my crime, and you owe me a lie, and you owe me a cover-up. And the rest of the world disagrees. You've never had your crime this uncovered in your lives because the entire rest of the world, which is the rest of the population outside of your crime organization, is completely repulsed by what you're doing. And they want you gone. So with that effort, we get the help and you don't. And we've been repeating this for years. We say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you. We get caught when you do the crime to me. It's different than the other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. We get their information before, not after, and it's in great detail and it's very specific. Okay, your kindness rewards you. We can get help with information. Your cruelty will destroy you. You cannot. You get told on because your cruelty is making people mad. Okay, most people just know this stuff. You have to be told over and over and over and over and over, and it just never clicks for you. Okay, so then Mr. Perry targeted me. Oh, my whole thing was just to get him elected. That was it. And then he began to target me and my family and my children. And so he has paid for that with intel right now. We're going to use the intel in a criminal case to put him in jail. Now, if he wants to pretend something else, that's his business. That's not our problem at all. It hasn't affected us one way or the other. Okay? It's our intel. We get it. It's never up to him. It's never up to any of his people. None of his people get to decide that. We decide that. We decide what we're doing with it. So, the more cruel he gets, the more he turns people against him, and the easier it is for us to get information. So 6 years ago, he's done this to me, and everybody told him, leave her alone. Sir, act like a grown man. Show some respect, even for yourself. Show some respect for her and the law. Put your big boy pants on and quit acting like a little girl because she rejected you and moved twice to get away from you. Tried to get a protective order 11 times. You had to buy your way out of it. Grow up. Get some dignity, and leave her alone. And he says no. Suit yourself. We're going to get more. We're going to do it for you. Okay? This is not options. These are not options, sir. These are not an ultimatum. I rejected your bribe offer. And I told you to shove your threats up your ass. The guy threatens me with false arrest, death, kidnapping, financial destitution, and disease to hospitalize me on a daily basis over and over and over, then ask me for help with information. It's appalling. It's absurd. So, in response to all of that, what my boss said, sir, in March 2020 is, listen, grow up. Okay, this doesn't play with us. Okay, we're men's men. We don't treat women like that. If you got some sort of mental problem, go see a doctor. But her privacy is not to be invaded. You're not to contact her or her children. She's not to be broke and have problems and lost because of you. You need to respect the law and respect her, or I'm going to get a lot of intel and I'm going to ruin you with it in court. I'll ruin you with it. Okay? Leave everybody alone. You grow up. You put your big boy pants on, you stop acting like a little girl, and you go away. And you go home to your family, and you leave her and her family alone. Get a life. And Mr. Perry said no. Okay, and then he starts threatening, and then he starts bribing. So at that point, my boss changed it. And he said, here's what you're going to do. You're going to give back everything you took from her. And we got an accountant keeping track of what that is. I know everything you took from her. We know every penny you took from her. She lost an eyelash because of you, we know it. We got it on our accounting list. You fix the problems that you caused for her, and you leave her alone, and you get out of her life, and she never has to be bothered by you again. Or, I'm going to get intel, and I'll do it for you. We'll see you in a criminal court. Okay, then Charles starts asking for my boss. He wants to get me fired and get them to back off. Has that happened? No, it has not. So, he wasn't giving you options, and he wasn't giving you an ultimatum, sir. It's just what he's going to do. He's been doing it for 6 years. And every day we get more. Give back what you took, fix what you broke, and get the hell out of her life, or I'll get more, and I'll do it. I'll do it myself. Okay? And it'll cost you double. I promise you, have my word, because there'll be legal processes we got to go through. You can't be a big boy and just leave everybody alone. Yesterday, somebody told one of our guys, all that guy does is sit on his fat, lazy ass, and the little pervert, and all he does is harass her all day. And then he makes a bunch of phone calls and harasses everybody else about her. And despite the consequences, he does it anyway. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Okay, so when you got a group of people, like our group, we have an agenda. We have an objective. We have a goal. We've stated our goal to get information about your crime and use it against you in a criminal case. We meet our goals every day. We have milestones. We have benchmarks that we have to meet. We're meeting them. There'll be a day when he's done with the investigation and he puts you all in jail. And you're gone. And with that, we get the help and you do not get help with interfering with that. Why do you think that is? Maybe it's people don't like what you're doing. Maybe you horrify everybody. Maybe you repulse and revolt everybody who's normal and can't imagine why anybody would do what you're doing. Okay? So, the more cruel you get, the more intrusive you get, the more you harass me, the more you take my money, the more you cause a problem where there wouldn't be one if you weren't around, the more intel we get, the busier we get. Now, we don't put it all out. You know what we want you to know, and you only know it when we want you to know it. Why would it be any other way? Why would it be any other way? What he said in 2020, 2021, somewhere in there is, if you want us to go to the judge and ask him for mercy, him or her, for mercy after sentencing or in sentencing, I'm happy to do that after you give back what you took from her and you fix the problems you caused. I'm going to do it either way. It's going to happen either way. The only question is, did you want to do it or did you want me to do it? If I have to do it, you're not going to like it. And it's not up to you any more than it is when we find out what you're doing and what you just said and your people's names. Like, now we got 2 more. Who the fuck is George and who the fuck is Avila? Okay, these aren't people I know. But apparently, they tried to conceal an interview that I did with Jason Moore years ago. And they got caught. And George was mad, so whoever the hell George is. Now, there's an FBI George, and then there's an FBI Keith. I don't know if that's the same George or not. You got a lot of people, they won't tell me. They don't. There's certain things, it's a need to know. There's certain things they don't tell me for a reason. Okay? We have a strategy when we do this. We have objectives, we have strategies. We sit down and talk about. We have a shrink, actually, that evaluates every single person involved. Okay? And she can kind of pretty accurately anticipate your reactions to anything we do. If we do this, here's how they're going to react. Okay, is that how we want them to react? Yes, no. And people act like they act on a normal day, and then they also may react a little differently or a little more extreme if there are triggers involved and pressures in their lives, in their everyday lives, or in the situation that weren't there on a normal day. And I mean normal for the crime, or there's, abnormal for the crime where it's even worse than it normally is. So, I mean, there's a normal for normal, there's normal for crime, there's normal for you are guilty. So you're acting like a normal, guilty person. You're not guilty, so you're acting like a completely normal person. Okay, I mean, there's all of those. There's different kinds of normal, right? There's normal. And then there's, you just retaliated against me, which is normal for a criminal who's guilty. You just indicted yourself. So that's a normal reaction for doing exactly what we said you would do. Exactly what we anticipated you would do. Because you can't prove me wrong on fact. So you got to resort to retaliation, intimidation, harassment, right? Okay, causing duress. Okay, you do what you do, but it always costs you intel. Because people get very angry that you're that cruel to me and my son. They're very angry at you and everybody helping you. Very angry. It doesn't fly with them. They're like, yeah, they don't fly with us. Okay, we're men's men. You don't do that. You just don't do it. Okay, we live in a civilized society. Can you not be civilized? If you can't, you go to jail. If it's crime. Okay, you can go to a mental hospital too, Mr. Perry. That's your choice. Okay, you better be very careful what you say and who you say it to. I'm not trying to help you. I'm telling you, put yourself in a bad situation. And you did that by your own choice, and you will live with it every day for the rest of your life. You have my word, I promise. We told you that too. Until you don't do exactly what my boss said, and you give back what you took, and you get the hell out of my life, and you fix every problem you caused, you're going to call around looking for my boss, trying to get him to back off you, trying to get me fired, and you will get nothing but the runaround. Nobody will tell you a damn thing. You know why? Everybody's sick of you. They're sick and tired of y'all. Everybody is, whether they tell you that to your face or not. Since you kill people, not likely to tell you to your face. Okay? When you get hostile and hateful and murderous and dangerous and cruel, people will say whatever they say behind your back and they will not say it to your face. So you won't know who's lying to you and who's telling you the truth until it's too late. You have my word, I promise. So we've kept our promises. We said it would be different this time. In 2016, you got away with heinous crime all your life. Not this time. Watch this. You're about to see things you haven't seen before. We're going to make history. That's what we do. Okay? So we got more names because you, once again, were cruel to me. Every time you have someone, anyone, be cruel to me and start interfering with my job, the assignments my boss gave me, it will cost you your ass. It will come out of your ass every time. So you do whatever you want to do, but you will live with it for the rest of your life. So I don't know who George is, but George was mad that the Jason Moore interview became a problem because they were all trying to conceal it. And she found out. And now it isn't concealed. Now it's a problem. You made somebody be mean to me, sir. You're invading my privacy. You're causing problems for me. We're going to cause problems for you. We've already told you this. We say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you. Kindness rewards you. I can get the information to cause you a problem. And you can't. You don't have a name. You're not quoting our meetings. You're not quoting our phone calls. Because you're abhorrent to other people who are civilized. And we can't understand why in the hell you would do what you just did. So you pay for it right now with intel. You always have. He told you give back what you took from her. Fix the problems you caused for her. Or we're going to get more intel to ruin you. And I'll do it myself. And that wasn't an ultimatum. That is just what he's doing. And we say it and then we show you every day. Did you think we were kidding? Are you some kind of dum-dum? Are we talking over your head? We say it, then we show you. That means we mean it. We're not kidding. This doesn't play with these guys helping me. This stuff that you've done or had someone else do for you. It doesn't play. It's not going to play in prison either. You want to see? You're about to find out. Okay? You chose it. Alternatively, you could have left me and my family alone. Like you were told to do many years ago. A decade and a half ago? A decade ago? 6 years ago? I don't know, many times we say it, and then we show you everything's a repeat for you people. Everything's a repeat for you people. And every day you get up and you think it's going to be different today. Why? It's been this way 15 years. You don't even know who it is you're fighting. Nobody will help you with that. So we thought you guys wanted information, but you don't understand that's not what Charles wants. Charles Berry has made it very, very, very clear. He does not want information. He does not want help with that. They told you in 2021, we'll ask the judge for mercy in sentencing, because we've got a lot of intel here. We're pretty damn sure we can get convictions very easily, on you at least. Okay, but if you don't make it right with her, there's nothing to ask mercy for. Now, we can ask for the mercy, doesn't mean we'll get it, but I'm not going to even ask if you continue to do the crime to her. I'll get the intel on that, and I'll ruin you with it. Watch me. You're seeing things you've not seen before, and you don't know why, and you don't know what that means by now. That's not my problem, is it? I'm not your attorney. That's what my boss said. You think he wants to fire me? Sitting there watching you torture me, and torment me, and harass me, and threaten me, and have family be hostile, and hateful, and cruel to me, and hurt my children? You're going to pay for that. You already are. You paid last night. Who's Avila? Who's George? Why is George worried about concealed evidence coming out to light? What's it to him? And who the fuck is that? Huh? You tell us. You will live with your choices, sir. This crap doesn't play with these guys helping me. We get the help and you don't, for a reason. Because you're cruel, and everybody who helps you is cruel, and nobody likes that. They want you gone, and that with you. All of you. They want you gone, and that's gone with you. Okay? So we thought Mr. Perry wanted information, and he doesn't. He doesn't. Or he would have done what my guy said 6 years ago. Give it back and get the fuck out. Or we'll get more, and we'll see you in court. We'll see you in a criminal case. And you're not going to get the information. Now, they took the request for, when they get sentenced, we're not asking for mercy. That's off the table. Because he just kept going at it, and he got more and more cruel, and we know we're getting caught, we're going to do it anyways. We know we're getting caught, we're going to do it anyways. We know we're getting caught, we're going to do it anyways. Let's all just do it anyways. Let's just let we got caught, let the dust settle, and let's just try again. Now we're going to talk about it again. And now she's got 2 recordings of us talking about committing the same crime. You describe the manner you wish to, that you want to commit it, the injury you intend to cause, the motive. We got all of that. 9.7 million of them. To your nothing. All these names, sir. Every contact, every problem, every loss. To your nothing. To your nothing. Nobody will give you even a name. And you've called people and demanded they help you with a name. Or, I need you to call and back these guys off. I need you to get her fired. I need you to make this stop. We're under investigation and we don't like getting caught. We're criminals. Criminals don't like getting caught. Well, give me a name. Who do I call? Huh? Who do I call? It looks to me like in 15 years, what you're doing isn't helping you get a name. This is about a whole lot more than just her. So she's quoting my people. For me, I need to find out who this is. I need to find out what they have and what they're going to do with it and when they're going to do it. Because she's quoting my people. I don't give a shit about your little twerp with some sort of high school daydream. You can't get a date. Well, when you be mean to people, they're not going to like you. So they're not going on a date with you. Okay, if you want people to like you, you do what they like. Okay, if you don't want them to like you, you do things they don't like. Dumb fuck. You should know that all by yourself. So, since you didn't do that in 15 years, no amount of money got you a name. So I don't know who to call. Who do I call? If they're not open to you having even a name, they're not open to backing off. And they're not going to fire her. And this is about a lot more than just her. So I suggest you quit pissing them off. Now, if you continue to piss them off, I'm not going to help you. Okay? You know everything. You already got it figured out. You think it's hot shot to go around pissing her and her people off and causing problems and having people be hateful and cruel to her and her kids and keeping her from her kids and making her broke and all the stuff you've been doing all these years that did not work. I got her information, even what my people are saying. Okay, and so that has led now to a phone call to me. But you think you know everything, so don't call me again. I'm going to distance myself from you because I need the information. And if they think I'm going to talk to you about it, once I get the information, they're not going to give it to me. And they're not not going to talk if they're pissed. So when you stop pissing them off, maybe they'll calm down a little bit and I can get a name. But as long as you continue to sit on your fat, perverted asses and piss them off, you're not going to get a name. You haven't in all these years, have you? Do it your way. You go do it your way. Okay? When you're done doing it your way, then call me. But we have to calm her people down, which we can't do if you piss them off all the time. Causing problems and loss for her and having people be mean to her, and be hateful and intimidate her and be cruel and threaten her. So, and you're keeping her from her kid, and you're causing problems for him too. So when you stop that, maybe her people will calm down and I can get a name. Now my guy said, if you'll give it back and you'll get the fuck out of her life, I'll call you. And you can I'll answer the questions for you that I can answer. But no one's going to help you with information. Nobody's going to help you with shit. As long as you're doing what you're doing. She cannot be broke. She has to be with her son. You can't peep and creep, and you can't make problems for her, or we will not help you. Those are our terms. We don't need to talk to you. We're going to see you when we arrest you. So we don't need to talk to you before that. You're the one demanding the phone call. Now that's off the table. You ruined it. You had 6 years. Charles doesn't want to talk to my boss. Charles doesn't want the information. Now the rest of you might. He doesn't, and he wins. We always give him exactly what he asked for. So he got what he asked for. We got a name, George and Avila. We got all these names because that's what Charles asked for. That's what he wanted. So we gave it. He always wins. Alternatively, you give it back and you get the fuck out, and I never hear from you again. Okay? Or we'll get more intel about your crime, and we'll see you in court. Okay? Now, there's never been any promise. Please don't misconstrue what I just said. That is not a promise that there won't be criminal charges. That is only to resolve a civil problem outside of court. A civil court case against you for the latest of injuries is going to be a hell of a lot easier when you're in jail. And the judges that you bought to rule against me illegally in a civil case will be in jail with you. So there won't be any more buying judges. You want to see? You want to find out the hard way? That's your choice. You live with your choices. Meantime, we get all these guys have, not only do they sit and plan a crime against me and other victims, and here's the weapon we intend to use, and here's the manner of which we intend to commit the crime, and our intent is to intimidate and coerce delivery in a human trafficking deal that is illegal, or to witness tamper so she won't testify against us, or whoever. We are going to retaliate. We're going to tamper with a witness. We're going to tamper with evidence. We're going to coerce. We're going to kidnap. Whatever we have to do. We got to deliver this person in this illegal human trafficking deal so we can all enrich ourselves personally. We'll even use tax money, tax dollar resources to do it, like police. And go and commit fraud in a court and lie and perjure ourselves and suborn perjury. We'll stoop to that. And so we've even given each of these crimes and each of these plans a name. Guess who has the names? Because Charles doesn't want information. Charles wants us to have information. Now, why do you suppose he wants us to have the information, not him? Ask him. Ask him. Because he makes that choice every day. Not once has he made the choice to get the phone call from my boss and get his questions answered before an arrest is made. All he promised to do is answer your questions. That's it. Nobody's agreed to cover a damn thing up. In fact, we promised we didn't cover it. So, when you guys, maybe you're just not all communicating with each other properly. So that you don't know, some of you have one agenda and the rest of you have a whole different agenda. And you're not on the same page is what it looks like to us. I don't know. It's not our problem, is it? We don't give a shit. It's made our job that much easier. You got a lot of blind spots. There's so many of you with so many different agendas and so many different priorities. So your plan never goes like you think it will. That's what happens when you're all going in 20 different directions with 20 different agendas and 20 different plans. But when you do the crime to me, we get information like a motherfucker. And you don't. But that's not what Charles wanted. And Charles got exactly what Charles asked for. And it's been that way for 15 years. So, we got all that. Every problem, every loss, every contact, every problem, every loss, every contact, every problem, every loss, every contact, and it does not matter where I live. When you start affecting where I live, my boss will go apeshit on you. And if you notice, every time I have to move, things get a lot worse for you because you pissed them off. I have a job to do. It is not up to Tristan. It is not up to Dennis. It is not up to my ex-husband. It is not up to Kathy. It is not up to Shelley and Jimmy Ziegler or Steve Ziegler. It is not up to Judge Egan or Judge Jane or Judge Parker or Judge Hawker or Judge McClendon or Judge Cummings or Judge McNamara or Judge Kirkendall or Judge Farmer or Judge Rellings or Judge Darnell or Judge Hoffmeister or Jerry Bender or J. Gabriel Dunbar or James Hall or Steve Kunzwiller or Beverly or anybody but my boss. He's bringing the charges against you. It's his case. This is his intel. He decides what to do with it and when to do it. And it is not up to you that we got it, and it is not up to you what we do with it. So one more time, get in my face and try to intimidate me and piss him off. I dare you.